When you first hear about the Yamaha R9 2026, there's a certain curiosity that comes with it. This isn't just another bike. This is the machine many riders have been waiting for, a bridge between everyday usability and real performance. And when you finally see it in person, standing still, you start to understand why the hype is so strong. The design speaks immediately, sharp, focused, and purposeful. The front face carries that aggressive R-Series identity, with sleek LED headlights and a clean aerodynamic shape that looks ready to cut through the air. The body lines flow naturally from front to back, giving it a balanced but powerful presence. It doesn't feel bulky, it feels tight, controlled, and precise. As you walk around the bike, the details begin to stand out. The paint finish looks deep and premium. The edges are clean. Nothing feels unnecessary. Every part of the bike looks like it belongs exactly where it is. This is not over-designed, it's refined. Now, let's move closer and focus on what truly defines this machine, the engine. The Yamaha R9 is expected to carry a 3-cylinder engine, and the moment you start it, the sound is something unique. Not too sharp, not too deep, but perfectly balanced. A smooth, rhythmic tone that feels alive without being overwhelming. This is where the ASMR experience becomes powerful. You hear the idle, soft, controlled, almost calming. Then you gently twist the throttle. The sound builds in a smooth wave, not aggressive, but confident. It rises cleanly, without harshness, and that sound stays with you. It's not just noise, it's character. Now, imagine riding it. You sit on the bike, and the riding position feels sporty, but not extreme. You lean forward slightly, but not enough to feel uncomfortable. Your hands rest naturally on the handlebars. Your feet are positioned in a way that feels balanced. This is where the R9 separates itself. It doesn't force you into a racing posture. It gives you performance without sacrificing comfort. As you start moving, the first thing you notice is how smooth the throttle response is. There's no sudden jerk, no hesitation, just clean, predictable power. The bike feels connected to your input. Every small movement translates directly into motion. You roll through the gears, and each shift feels precise, tight, clean, satisfying. The gearbox works with you, not against you, and that smooth transition between gears adds to the overall calm, immersive riding experience. Now, let's talk about acceleration. The Yamaha R9 doesn't try to shock you instantly. Instead, it builds power in a controlled way. As the RPM increases, the engine becomes more alive. The sound deepens slightly. The vibration becomes more noticeable, and the bike starts to pull with confidence. It's not just fast, it feels composed. Now, imagine an open road. You twist the throttle a little more, and the bike responds instantly. The wind starts to build around you. The engine sound becomes stronger, and everything begins to flow together. The road, the sound, the movement. That's where the R9 feels special. Now, let's talk about handling. The bike feels sharp, but not nervous. When you lean into a corner, it responds smoothly. It holds its line without any struggle. You don't feel like you're fighting the bike. Instead, it feels like the bike is working with you. For city riding, this matters. For long rides, this matters even more. The suspension setup is tuned for balance. It absorbs small bumps easily, keeping the ride comfortable. At the same time, it stays firm enough to give you control when you push the bike harder. Whether you're riding through city streets or taking on winding roads, the stability stays consistent. Now think about braking. The Yamaha R9 comes with strong, responsive brakes that feel controlled. When you apply pressure, the response is immediate, but not harsh. You can slow down smoothly, without any sudden movement. This adds to the confidence, especially at higher speeds. Now, let's talk about technology. The R9 includes modern features like a digital display, riding modes, traction control, and other rider aids. But the way these features are integrated feels natural. They don't overwhelm you, they support you. You still feel in control. Now, let's talk about comfort. This is where the R9 really stands out. It gives you a sport bike experience without making everyday riding difficult. The seat is firm but supportive. The riding position reduces strain on your back and wrists compared to more aggressive bikes. You can ride it daily. You can take it on longer trips. You don't feel tired after a short ride, and that's important. Now, let's be honest. This bike is not for everyone. If you are looking for a fully relaxed cruiser-style ride, this is not it. And if you want an extreme track-only machine, there are other options. But if you want something in between, something that gives you performance and comfort together, the R9 makes a lot of sense. Now, let's talk about the feeling, because that's what really matters. The Yamaha R9 is not just about speed or design. It's about how it makes you feel when you ride it. The smooth engine sound, the controlled power, the balanced handling. It creates a connection, and that connection is what keeps riders coming back. Now, imagine the end of your ride. You slow down. The engine sound becomes softer again. The bike settles. You come to a stop. The engine is still running. That steady, calm sound fills the air. You sit there for a moment, just listening. Then you turn it off. Silence. And in that moment, you realize something. This bike is not just about performance. It's about experience. That's the Yamaha R9 2026. Balanced, refined, and built for real riders. And for your ASMR HSP channel, this bike is perfect. It gives you sound, movement, and feeling all in one package. It's not too aggressive, not too quiet. It sits right in the middle, and that balance is exactly what makes it so powerful.